What if the monster you fear most isn't a terrifying creature from the shadows, but the person you trust the most? Imagine this: your father, the one you're supposed to look up to for safety and protection, becoming the nightmare you can't escape. What happens when that trusted figure becomes the true source of your terror? This is the horrifying reality for Anna Repkina, whose story isn't some chilling work of fiction, it's real. A terrifying, true tale of betrayal, manipulation, and an unimaginable fate. One that shakes our understanding of trust, love, and safety. How could someone you view as a protector suddenly turn into your worst enemy? What happens when the lines between love and betrayal blur so completely that the horror is beyond recognition? It's a story that leaves us questioning, just how well do we know the people we love? Hey everyone, welcome back. Before we get started on today's spine-chilling true crime, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay active. Your support really helps and means a lot to me. Let's dive into another horrifying tale, one that you won't soon forget. This is the twisted case of Anna Repkina, whose move to a quiet Oregon town would lead to a chilling nightmare. On Easter Sunday, 2017, Anna stopped responding to messages. Her phone went silent, and her concerned family and friends back in Russia knew something was wrong. It wasn't like Anna to just disappear. Her coworker from a local cafe noticed she hadn't shown up for her shift. Where could she have gone? As the days passed, it became clear something had gone horribly wrong, and the person who held the key to the mystery was her fiancé, Will Hargrove, an enigmatic man with a past full of secrets. But how did Anna, a woman once hopeful for a new life, end up in this nightmare? Let's go back a few months to when everything took a turn for the worse. Anna's story begins with her trip to the small town of High, Oregon, in December 2016. She met Will online on a dating site, and their connection evolved into deep conversations that made Anna begin to consider starting over in a new place, a fresh start, away from the heartbreak of a painful breakup that had shaken her confidence. Will was charming, attentive, and even learning some Russian to connect with her culturally, bridging the gap between two different worlds. He made her feel special, and in her mind, the connection was real. The escape from her past exactly what she needed. However, the reality of their relationship raised red flags. Friends and family warned Anna to be cautious about Will, questioning whether someone she had just met online could truly be the man she thought he was. But Anna, driven by a desire for change, dismissed their concerns. Will, for his part, was hiding something. His relationship with Michelle Chavez, a woman from his past, was slowly falling apart, yet he wasn't ready to sever ties and continued to juggle his relationship with Michelle while encouraging Anna to come to the US. Things were about to spiral in ways Anna couldn't have imagined. When Anna finally moved to Oregon in March 2017, the dream of a new life quickly started to unravel. Will greeted her at the airport with a smile, but almost immediately, Anna could feel that something was off. The apartment they were supposed to share felt more like a temporary hiding place rather than a home. Will's actions grew more distant. His excuses piled up as he spent more time away from Anna, leaving her alone in a foreign country to adjust to a new life that didn't feel quite as welcoming. Meanwhile, the tension in his other relationship with Michelle reached its breaking point. Michelle, still holding on to Will, sensed the changes and grew desperate, sending him ultimatums. Break up with Anna, or our relationship is over. Anna was unaware of any of this. She still believed in the fairy tale Will had painted for her. She didn't yet see the cracks in the story. Well, something happened that none of them could have predicted. On April 20th, 2017, Anna's body was discovered in a wooded area nearby, brutally murdered and left to rot in the shadows. The investigation that followed would expose dark truths about the man she had loved. Will's behavior on Easter Sunday was strange. He'd gone silent on Michelle for most of the day, only to contact her later with an unconvincing story about a car breakdown. But it didn't end there. Surveillance footage caught him buying snacks and cigarettes in the local store, his demeanor erratic. And then, after sending Michelle back to her family dinner, he continued making suspicious withdrawals from Anna's bank account. Something wasn't right. The trail of evidence, withdrawn cash, phone data, messages began to draw investigators closer to Will. But there were questions left unanswered. Was Michelle more involved than she let on? Could she have been complicit in Anna's death? Or was Will the sole architect of this horror? In the days leading up to Will's arrest, investigators found increasingly bizarre clues, everything from disturbing online searches about time travel to witness testimony linking him to the murder weapon. Will's attempts to remain composed couldn't hide his guilt for long. On the day Michelle learned of Will's arrest, her cold reaction raised even more suspicion. What role did she play in this web of lies, manipulation, and ultimately, death? Finally, in 2020, Will Hargrove was convicted and sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Anna Repkina. Michelle was never charged, though the community was quick to turn on her, believing she knew more than she had let on. This heartbreaking story serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of lies and betrayal. Anna left everything she knew in search of love and a fresh start, only to be deceived by the very man who promised her the world. The monster in this story wasn't lurking in the shadows, it was hiding behind a smile. Thank you for watching. Your support means everything to help my channel grow. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and share this video with your friends.